What's poppin', y'all? Kobe's instinct is never wrong. There was a reason he didn't like Dwight Howard. And recently, Dwight Howard was not only involved, what came to light that happened in the past, is not only some degenerate activity, but I feel like it's getting spun completely with a totally different narrative than the narrative it should have. So we're going to go over exactly what happened, or what is alleged to have happened, the events leading up to it, and how Dwight Howard and everyone they took their eyes off the ball. They took their eyes, I'm not even going to say off the prize, but they took their eyes off of what they should be focusing on. So the main thing here is Dwight Howard is facing SA allegations by a man. Now, everyone said, oh, a man? So, I mean, Dwight Howard's always been facing zesty allegations since who knows how long. But let's keep it a buck. A lot of these guys are kind of zesty, but they're not necessarily, all the way fruity. There's levels to this stuff. There's, zesty, sus, fruity, flamboyant. We can get to other descriptive words, which would get me taken off of YouTube. But hey, if you ever are in a call with me or run into me, no, we're not going to have that conversation. So Dwight Howard is facing SA charges by a man named Stephen Harper in 2021. Keep in mind, Dwight Howard's career is in the guy. The dude's playing in Taiwan. Like, he's not even playing in China. So there's an assault of battery, false imprisonment, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The lawsuit states that Howard allegedly forced Harper to perform acts without consent. So according to Radar Online, this happened in 2021 at Howard's Atlanta residence. Now keep in mind, this is a man, Stephen Harper, this guy's a man that is accusing Dwight Howard, another man, of SA. Now, this guy says he linked with Dwight Howard. I think this dude's already, in the fruitosphere. So this dude links with Dwight Howard. He's like, all right, cool, whatever they got going on. And then he says he ambushed him with another dude who wanted to be addressed as Kitty, who was engaging in that type of activity with Dwight Howard already. And this guy thought, he was like, yo, I thought it was just me and Dwight Howard. But Dwight Howard forced him to join this dude, Kitty. Now, this guy posted a photo who he's alleging was Kitty, and yo, I'm just going to put the photo, no comment. So another person named Mason Elijah, who also filed a lawsuit against Dwight Howard in 2018, claiming he was in a relationship with him. And then he was saying he was prevented from speaking up after being offered money to keep quiet. And this guy shared that photo. So this guy released a public story, and he said, Kitty is an older, unattractive person in their 40s, Harper wrote on Instagram. Hours into me being at Dwight's home, he ambushed me with this person. And then he says, first and last time I'll ever address this, I would never expose a man or intentionally ruin someone's career, which is why I haven't publicly spoke about this until now. With all due respect, Kitty is an older, unattractive person in their 40s. Hours into me being at Dwight Howard's home, he ambushed me with this person. Dwight never showed me pictures of Kitty nor disclosed their gender. Kitty walked in with a full beard, 2-inch heels, and a 28-piece PCS church wig. This guy walked in like it was a Saucy Santana cosplay. Immediately, I was thrown off, uncomfortable, and expressed that I wanted to leave. Shortly after, Dwight forced himself onto me, then demanded that Kitty drop me off instead of me calling an Uber to his home. The situation was truly traumatic and has affected me in many ways. Out of fear and intimidation, I did not speak. However, I will not sit back and allow lies to be told about me. I was not Dwight's first victim, but hopefully I'm his last. And then this Harper guy said that this Kitty dude pretty much said, yo, you better keep this in secret or else, bad stuff is going to happen to him. Now, Dwight Howard, what does he do? This guy posts a TikTok. I'm going to play the TikTok for you guys, just like a clip. No music. I'm going to mute the music because we don't know about the copyright. So this guy's turning this into a joke, right? And then I'm going to play you guys a video clip and this gets really serious. I'm going to play you guys a video clip of Dwight Howard going live talking about this.
Y'all can stop with the nonsense. Worry about all this bullshit crap. Mind your business. Well, they say you going on dates with dudes, bro. Why the hell do you or anybody care who the hell I spend my time with? That's the problem with y'all people. Y'all worried about who people spend their time with. Whatever I'm doing in my bedroom is my damn business. Whatever you doing in your bedroom is your damn business. That ain't for everybody. And everybody don't need to know. You ain't got to say anything about what you doing in your fucking house. It's your house. You ain't got to explain that to nobody. No matter what they say, they can say anything. Who gives two shits? Y'all too damn nosy, worried about what I'm doing in my bed. Hell, the people who know what's going on in my bed, they know what the hell going on with my bed. And what the hell I do in it? That ain't for everybody on the internet. That ain't for no blogs. That ain't for no websites. I don't gotta tell nobody where I put my wood at, since y'all wanna get to it. That ain't nobody business where I put my at. Y'all just weird. If you wanna know what people doing in their bedroom and who they messing with and sleeping with, you are weird. You're the weird one. Oh shoot, y'all heard about that, Dwight? They said Dwight was in a text messaging a guy. Nigga, who cares? Who cares who I was text messaging? You just mad because I want text messaging. Yo, ugly. That's what it is. Worrying about the wrong stuff. Focus on you. Worrying about who in somebody's bed and what they doing in their own bedroom. It ain't your bed. You ain't gonna never get in my bed. So stop worrying about it. Worrying about, because I don't gotta deny it. I don't gotta talk about none of that crap. The shit didn't even happen. You worry about the wrong stuff. That's why it's called an accusation. Allegedly. Come on, man.
Okay, so now that you guys have seen all that, we know, he doesn't even have to tell us. We know Dwight Howard is in the fruitosphere, right? He's in that globe. He's in that society. He's got kids, but he's definitely guilty of that. Maybe not this crime, but the whole narrative is Dwight Howard is like, man, you know, what I do in my private life is none of y'all business. This and that. As if that's the topic of conversation. No, the topic of conversation is that you essayed somebody. A 7-foot dude that's what, like 325 pounds is forcing himself on you, or like forcing you to do whatever with some other dude that's got a beard with a wig on. Like, yo, that's a traumatizing experience. That's the whole crux of this. And this is why, this is kind of the sad part, but it's just the nature of life. Nobody is focusing on that because it's a man that's being violated and taken advantage of. That's it. Like, if it was a girl, nobody would be talking about, like, let's say Saucy Santana linked with a girl, right? And we know Saucy Santana's only into dudes, but like, let's say he linked with a girl and he, like, you know, took advantage of her or something like that. That's going to be the topic of conversation. Or Lil Nas X, right? Because everyone thinks Lil Nas X is faking. It's not going to be like, yo, Lil Nas X was faking this whole time. They're going to be like, yo, Lil Nas X just committed this crime against this girl and this is really messed up. But that's not the narrative around this at all. It's just like, oh yeah, Dwight Howard, yeah, he's fruity. We always thought he was zesty. Yeah, this is crazy. Blah, 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 blah. When that shouldn't be the main focus. But it is, because people don't care that this dude's an alleged victim. And keep in mind, this is also a civil lawsuit. I don't think it's a criminal lawsuit. The disturbing part about this, and we have to be really careful when we dive into this, and we're just going to gloss over it quickly. If you guys recall, a couple of years ago, one of Dwight Howard's baby mamas got in trouble for, she got arrested for like child neglect or child endangerment because she let her son, who is also Dwight Howard's son, around her, like her current man's son, and they were together. And I'm going to read you guys the Shade Room post, but this is what it says, because they charged her, and it says, according to court documents, Royce's young son has an alleged history of inappropriate conduct with minors. The son is a minor too. That came to a head last year when he allegedly made the minor son of Royce's boyfriend perform an act while the two were at Royce's home. Royce is the baby mama of Dwight Howard. In the documents, investigators confirmed that during their interview with him about the incident, he stated he made, child's name withheld, play me off because I was angry at him, while revealing that it happened on 2 separate occasions. Royce's son, Dwight Howard's son, also said that anger triggers him into acting out in that manner, and he was forbidden by authorities to have any conduct with minors 2 or more years younger than him. And the son of Royce's boyfriend falls underneath those restrictions. So the son was like 15, the older son was like 15, the other kid was like 13 or 12 or something like that. And in response to her inappropriate conduct, she told investigators that she's been seeing a treatment counselor at whatever. So she got a lot of flack for this. However, she went on to say earlier this year, because this happened, I would say, maybe over a year and a half ago. But this year, she started going in on Dwight Howard. And she was talking about how, you know, her experience with him. And she was saying that he wanted polygamy or whatever. Basically, she said she alleged that Dwight Howard asked her to be his matriarch in his alleged polygamy quest and pays blogs not to post anything good about his exes. And she also said that you want to bash a 12-year-old for doing what his father told him to do? I'm fully triggered because they have no idea what this man is doing to all of us behind closed doors. And then she says it happened at his house under his supervision. So these incidents that maybe, because keep in mind, there were other incidents that Dwight Howard and her son were involved in, taking advantage of other younger boys. And she's saying that maybe that incident or one of the previous ones was happening at Dwight Howard's house under his supervision, which is disturbing to say the least. And maybe this is the closest thing that these people would have to a genetic component being the case for this type of behavior, because Dwight Howard riding the colored roller coaster, the rainbow roller coaster, and his son is kind of on the same timing. If we are to believe everything that happened, well, with his son, it 100% happened. With Dwight Howard, it's still up in the air. It's an allegation. It's a suit. But the thing is, it's not about Dwight Howard, riding the rainbow roller coaster. It's about Dwight Howard taking advantage of these people and putting them in uncomfortable and situations against their will. That's the worst part about this. Now, the other part is like all jokes, but like Dwight Howard's acting like, yo, they're hating. People are hating. Well, who's hating on you? People aren't even paying attention to your game. Nobody cares about your NBA career for the past. You don't have an NBA career right now. He went on an interview and someone asked him about, like, yo, do you ride the rainbow roller coaster? And he was like, oh, is that what you want to do? And the guy basically backed down, and Dwight Howard didn't give an answer. But what else is he going to ask you about, Dwight Howard? Do you got a mixtape coming out? Is he going to ask you about the stuff that your son's involved in or was involved in? What is he going to ask you about? And this does get disturbing if the baby mama is right. Now, the natural inclination for a lot of guys in general is like, oh, yo, his baby mom is hating. This is her fault. Stuff like that, because we do see like the baby moms of these rich dudes, athletes, entertainers, partially because they can't pick the proper woman, or they don't even try to pick. They think like, hey, she's taking advantage, and it has been proven a lot of times they were lying. So she didn't get the benefit of the doubt. But now that we see this side of Dwight Howard, maybe she wasn't lying. Maybe she was speaking facts this entire time. And this is the most disturbing part of all of this. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. This is how Dwight Howard is reacting to this is what really irritates. And I know for a fact his lawyer must be furious that he's even talking, because nobody cares about what Dwight Howard is doing in his life. His NBA career is over. Kobe didn't mess with him. This is what I was saying in the beginning of the video. Kobe has a sixth sense. Maybe like Dwight Howard was getting too comfortable with Kobe. He was like, yo, get this guy out of the Lakers, man. Get this guy out of here. You got to think how intimidating it is. Not only is the guy an NBA star, right? So he has this popularity. He's also rich. He's also a giant. He's like, what, 7 feet, 7'1"? Now we've got freaks in the NBA that are like 7'6" or 7'4". I mean, we had Yao Ming, but we've got freaks like that Victor guy. I haven't followed NBA in who knows how long, but I just saw that guy the other day. So we've got a bunch of, like, 7 foot is not as crazy as it was when Dwight Howard was playing. But regardless, in regular life, 7 foot is a giant. The dude's like jacked and big too. So he's a menacing figure, and he's like forcing this other guy to do something or to have something done to him. That is the basis of this. That is what we're talking about. That is everybody's business, Dwight Howard, because if you're alleged to have committed a crime, that becomes people's business. You're not doing legal stuff behind closed doors. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.